And looks like we are live. I don't know why I didn't go live 2 hours ago when I started this, so we're gonna play a little bit of catch up here. So, um, essentially, what's going on is we are doing some heavy optimizations to Crewin here, and that is actually like really going in and leveling down these LOD sizes. So, like, if you're even like this close to the tree, LOD screen size is currently at like 1.38, right? So what we're doing is, I might have messed up the other one, so let me open up the two that I just finished. LOD 0, okay, we're having it at like 1.7. So LOD 0, instead of 1.0, it's 1.7. Now, 1, we're just going to copy this, is 1.25. And the next one is 0.75 and then 0.5. So this makes these trees a heck of a lot smaller. So now, this would have been, oh, I have no idea, close to 20,000 triangles. Now, if we get really close, here we go, we're sitting at 16,000. If we, get in here, like really in here, 21 million, 22 million. So, and if we go like this way, we're still going to be a crap ton of triangles, because we still have to get through all the other ones. Because this is just the cedar trees. Now I have to go through maple, and then also do birch as well. So we can get the cedar, those three done. We can exit out project session and message log, try and close some of the stuff. So these ones are a little bit different since these are a little bit smaller. So we're going to have 1.5. Sorry. LOD 0 will be 1.5. So now, I think I just messed this up. Hold on a second. Let me revert this to 1.0. There we go. And that's fine. So why is it telling me that is below a minimum of 1? Did I mess that up? Yeah, I messed that up. There we go. Alright, so LOD 0 is 1.75. So now if we do that, now I guess we kind of still gotta hit LOD 1. 1.5, 1.25. And we're gonna do let's do 0.75 on this. So the difference between LOD 3 and at this point would be at LOD 2, and then actually LOD 1. So let's make LOD 1 1.25. Then make LOD 2 1, and then LOD 3.5. Now we're gonna do the same thing with this. LOD 0. Let's get up close and personal. Let's say this far. Let's say it's gonna be 1.5 is this one, and then we're gonna have 1, then 0.5, and then 0.25. I find it interesting that LOD 3 just completely gets rid of the stump. There you go. Alright, and now for the small tree. Not much we can do about this one because this is very small. So we're going to have LOD 0 sit at 1.3. LOD 1 will be at 1, 2.5, and 3 is going to be 0.25. Alright, so now we're sitting at 9 million triangles when we would sit at usually 20. So we are definitely getting there. Now I don't think we have birch in here, do we? Let's open up Black Hollow Capital and figure that out here real quick. Let me just open up Tree Summer Resource. And we do have birch in here. So funny is I can't even see any birch. Way too fast. Alright, let's get rid of stat RHI. Yeah, all I'm seeing, let's head over here. Yeah, that's maple, oh yeah, there's a birch here. Okay. Yep, let's do birches. If we can get the 3 birches done, we should be fine. So let's start with birch large. And let's try and get a little bit close. So 1.5 will be LOD1, or LOD0. LOD1 is 1, 2.5, 0.25. There we go. So we sit at currently 10,000 triangles, and then we bring it down as far away as 1.2. So that severely will help. Now let's do birch medium. We're going to have LOD0 be at 1.6. This one will be 1, 0.5, and then 0.25. And then birch small, we're also going to have this one at 1.6, 1, 0.5, 0.25. And this should severely help with triangle count. So now if we head over to stat RHI, still a lot of triangles, but not nearly as many as there would be. Last thing we gotta do now is maybe edit the calling distance, which that would be again in Black Hollow Capital, I think. So if we head here and browse to the asset, we are going to bulk edit via property matrix and find calling distance under instance settings. Call distance. We're going to bring it from 20,000 to 15 and bring it from 5 to 25. Let's check out all of these. And we'll unload. There we go. There we go. Alright, so now, let's say we're standing right here. We're only going to be seeing 12 million instead of like 13 million. But I still feel like we could probably lower it even more. Let's say lower it to 10,000. Okay. Highly, and I mean highly optimized compared to where we were just a couple hours ago. So now I doubt we're gonna see any changes here, but let's do T dot max FTF. Let's see if we can try and hit 360. we're sitting at about 9 million triangles. Looks like we're getting towards, 13. We gotta enable like review calling too. But I honestly don't even know if Unreal Engine even has something like that. Okay, let's go into the trees. Let's see how. So we're at 9 million right now. And we're gonna come in here, and it's going up, 10 million. Almost 11, 12, 13, 14 million, 15 million, 16 million, 17. So obviously, it's still crazy in there. And then it brings in Black Hollow Dungeon, which the dungeon is fully loaded under us, but which is causing another performance hit. So let's do stat GPU. So it looks like post-processing is taking roughly a third ish. That's the biggest thing. So maybe we have to save some issues like post-processing here. Stat RHI, stat GPU, stat game. So it looks like the biggest thing right now is world tick time and tick time. Okay, so now we gotta figure out what's ticking. I don't know if we can view that or not, but we'll have to try and figure that out here. And just see what happens. So all that's fine. That's okay. So we are probably good here and here. If we bring statistics back in and refresh, it's going to be the same. Go figure. Alright, the castle wall. This I don't even think has been worked on. So if we're in the middle, we're sitting at screen size of 14. Hold on a second. How does that work? Alright, so LOD 0. Actually, hold on. Let's add 6 LODs. Let's make the changes. And then let's let that save. That's going to take a second. This is a very large building. I mean, this is half of just under 600,000 triangles. And I mean, it's doing better than what it was with the spline creator that was causing some issues. So we're hopefully this will negate all of that going forward here. So essentially, and I don't know why my Steam Deck isn't working. Let me just fix it here. Of course, it's not letting me do it. Profile 1. While it's saving, I'm trying to fix my Steam Deck here. So I guess we'll just bring it over here for this very moment in time. So essentially what we're trying to do is heavily optimize the way Crewin is, physically made. So one of the biggest issues we have is lighting. We cannot build lighting without it completely crashing out, and that is one of the biggest issues that we're having with the game so far. We cannot build lighting. I mean, if we loaded up, you know, Black Hollow Capital, it would say we have to rebuild 575 lighting or something like that. And it's giving I believe it's a Stack Overflow error if I remember correctly. But essentially, it's because we're also overloading the GPU. It says that it's flushing the commands and it has like 10,000 commands on it plus. You know, the highest I've seen it is at 32,000 and some change. So I'm trying my best here to try and optimize the game the best I can, activating LODs. We even tried HLODs, although I'm pretty sure they're not working properly. So I'm hoping to God that all of this optimization I'm doing will obviously will allow earlier model GPUs to be able to handle the game more, but also hopefully we can start building lighting. And we haven't even attempted to actually like build the game because I have a feeling that's gonna crash too. And until we get that fixed, we cannot even release an update, even though we're not even close to ready for an update. So there's two ways that we're gonna have to do this. Either A, I fix it, and I'm giving myself a while to do so. I have been off of Crewin for a couple months now, so I'm hoping to try and get this, you know, semi-decent. So we're gonna try and find out what we can do here. So let me just get back in game here. Now since I finished saving. LOD1, I think we're gonna have at like 10. LOD2, we're gonna have at 7.5. LOD3, 5. LOD4, 2.5. LOD5, 1. And we're gonna see how that works. So we're gonna, the closer we go, I think the worse it's gonna get. Yeah. Actually, I want the minimum LOD to be LOD1. So that should heavily boost the amount of triangles we have in here. Oh yeah, I've never seen us get to like 200 FPS in the editor. So I think we already just did a major thing here. So that's good. And I mean, you're never up here on the wall anyway, so it's not like you have to be in here. But that should help a lot. So I bet if we do standalone game, I bet we can get some pretty decent FPS in here. It might. I mean, actually, I feel like it's loading faster too, which is kind of crazy because since we moved this over the Perforce, we're loading the game off of a hard drive and not an SSD anymore, and that just loaded way faster than it used to. And it just might be because I cut the number of triangles in half, I think. But we'll have to see what happens here going forward. So just give it a second to load here. I'm gonna check and see how the stream's doing on YouTube. We're still not fixed. Actually, you know what? Let me test it. I don't think we're fixed on Twitch yet. Yep. Let's see. It claimed it's sending data. Said it's streaming. Let's try Twitch now. It's been a few weeks and a lot of twiddling my fingers and stuff around. It still says I'm offline. And it's still doing that. Let me see. Let's see what the stream, what the Twitch says. Yeah, so it's just not doing any sort of video to Twitch. So we're gonna turn Twitch back off here. There we go. Alright, so let's full screen this. And let's just do stat FPS. It's sitting at 177 FPS. And we had a see what we're running right now. We're running at 4K epic, so let's move down to 1440p high.